Oskar Schindler, Oskar Schindler was born on April 28, 1908, in Svitavy, Czech Republic. He grew up in Sotwa, Moravia, and worked in trading for several years. But as World War II arose, he joined the Abwehr, the Nazi intelligence service. As the years went on, he took part on the initiation of the Nazi Party. As the Germans invaded nearby countries like Poland and Czechoslovakia, Schindler gathered information about railways and troop routes for the German troops. And as a result, Schindler was arrested for espionage by local authorities of the Czech Republic, but was released due to the Munich Agreement. In 1939, Oskar Schindler was put in charge of an animalware factory in Krakow, Poland. The factory had 1,750 workers, and 1,000 of those workers were Jews whom, with such astonishment, made the factory thrive. Oscar's connection gave him the authority to protect these Jewish workers from being deported and sent to a death camp. At first, Oscar was interested in the factory because of the money, making millions in a short amount of time. But as time went on, he saw the way Jews were being exterminated, and he was willing to protect his own Jewish workers. He went to extreme measures to protect his workers. He paid huge amounts of bribe money to Nazi officials, and he sometimes would have to give Nazi officials luxurious items from the black market. He was the only person who stood between the Jews and death by the Nazis. He spent millions of dollars to protect his workers. He moved to East Germ- as he moved to East Germany when the Nazis started losing the war. At this point, the Nazis were just willing to kill every Jew before they were defeated. Um, Fortunately for Schindler, he had uh, he had to pay more money, more luxurious items, and he basically had to go bankrupt many times in order to pay for this for his bribes. So um, after as soon as the war ended, he moved to East Germany again and had assistance payments by the Jewish Relief Organization. So he went broke. Later later on he moved to Argentina where he began his farmer's business but filed for bankruptcy again in 1958. He went back to Germany where he failed to maintain a job and was supported by Schindler's Jews, which means they gave him money so he could be able to support himself. Unfortunate, Unfortunately for this hero, he died on October 9th in 1974 in Hildesheim, Germany. The Jews, the Jews recognized him as a righteous person, and so did the nations across the world. He was buried in Jerusalem on Mount Zion, the only member of the Nazi Party to be honored this way.